Thanks everybody for another training. This is Jack, and if you are joined this webinar, you are able to ask me questions live. If you watch the replay, you welcome to go to all the questions and presentation we had today. So the last, I don't know, couple of months, Sales Dynamite Jack got launched and recently got updated. I wanted to go over a little bit the process to do it so that it all comes very easy to use the tool. So this will be a training session and Freakers Ask Question session. So let me let me do it first on a simple way, and then I think that covers 80%. So let's go to Lead Finder Jack, changing the screen. And it starts with getting Lead Finder Jack ready to go. Okay? So what you do is you go to emails and mail server, and you set Amazon mail server. If you don't know how to do it, you click on add mail server, you select Amazon, and buttons appear, more information, and that download a zip file. That zip file contains the 4 steps what you need to do to set up an Amazon mail server account. Everybody get this step? So if not, then just join the Facebook communications and we are all there to help you, okay? It's important that you set up the digital marketing team, you submit it as an email related to that domain. You can do that in cPanel. Does everybody know how to create an email in cPanel? So let me demo that quickly. Okay. So each cPanel can look a little bit different. Let's see. Go back to cPanel. Okay, and they look a little bit different. You know, I see with a glance it is the email account, but maybe there's a search and you search on email. Okay, then you click on email account and then you create an email. Let's say you create webinar at videorankmaster.com. That happens to be the domain name in the cPanel, and you just give it a password. Okay, there's nothing special on this tab, and then you can quote it or not. Okay, and then you create an account. So now are you guys seeing this? Now that webinar email address has been created. Now the question is, you want to receive that email. And the easiest way to do that is set up a forward email. So again, you search in cPanel up forward and you click on it. And then you click on add forwarder. Okay, we just set up the webinar email, and then you forward to an email address where you have easy access to, like let's say support@jackhopman.com. And then I click on add forwarder. And now all the emails which get sent to webinar@videorankmaster.com will get forwarded to support@jackhopman.com. And you want to do a test run to send an email to webinar to make sure that you receive that email. Everybody get this step? So the videorankmaster.com is actually your digital team domain. You create an email related to the digital team domain and you forward to the email you are able to receive. Okay? Once that email account is approved to inside Amazon account, you can easily add more emails. Okay, the hardest point is to get that, and the most important to get that first email account approved. Okay, because Amazon is sending confirmation email to that email you submit, so you want to be able to read that email. So now go back to Lead Finder Jack. Let's see, is this Lead Finder Jack? So now you take that information and it's all in the PDF and you enter the email account, the username and password. Okay, you have to follow that PDF. That PDF is made by purpose. Okay, so the next step is to collect business leads. And because this is a webinar and I want to demo it, I like to have a search keyword what is not from the United States, because that's the most of time I do. So can anybody give me a niche and a city not from the United States? Any country is good. One second. Um, um, so real estate agents Toronto. Is that Canada, I believe, correct? So real estate agents, okay. So that's the niche. Then the city is Toronto. Then I select Canada. And I start a search. And then it asks the, I don't know how you call that. This is not a state, I think. Ontario. And I click on OK. So now it's collecting the province, okay, same as in the Netherlands. So now it's collecting all those business information. So that takes, I don't know how many real estate agents there are. In the meantime, we can already go to the email templates and set up the email templates. So assume you haven't done this yet. And so let's go to the library and say you want now, this time you want to prospect them, pointing out that they have a problem with their mobile version. So I click one of the templates and number 6, I know it has a good had a good subject line, and I download them. Okay, so now I have downloaded them. Everybody saw that. I know it went very fast. But that's how fast it goes from the server to your local computer. So now you want to modify it a little bit and see where you have to fill out your name and your phone number. Okay, so you're going to change to your phone number and your name. and then uh, and I think that's it. I save this, go back to the local biz. Let me. So there are 252 real estate agents in Canada, in Toronto. So now I click on dig deep, and let's stop this because I saw this the other day. You want to make sure that search mobile is checked. Okay? So search mobile, and then you start to dig deep. So now what it does is it looks at all the places on the internet to find that business information, and it also creates, or it creates a screenshot from how their mobile looks like, um, how their website looks on the mobile phone. So that is what is doing now. Okay, so this takes a little bit of time to perform that. So from the 262 companies, already 162 emails. So it's not that slow, but you see here on the mobile, it has done 0 from 219. So it takes some time. Okay. So I don't know why it's lacking a little bit, but it will catch up, I think, at a certain point. Okay. Let's see if it increase, or I think it is checked, so it should increase now. Let's see if it does. So mobile needs to run increase. So let's stop this. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. So the new version, what's coming out, will have search mobile by default checked, so that you don't have to take care of anything. So let me, real estate plumbers, no, real estate, so strange real estate agents, Toronto. So let me finish this search. Make sure that search mobile is checked. And if you want to do research options, and you want to do everything from scratch, you uncheck everything and start to dig deep. So let's see if the mobile is increasing now. And let it just give it a little bit of time. You see now its mobile is increasing. You see that? 1. So it takes about a minute for it to take a screenshot and to get all the data. So that takes a little bit of time. But this number should increase. Everybody see this number increasing now? It's now 3, 4. So that's important to get those screenshots. Okay, so and that takes some time. So what I said, in the new version, this will be default checked. So with that said, we can't. Doesn't make sense to wait on it. Let's go to an campaign what has been done. And the questions I got is, how can I filter? So there are a couple of important filters. You see that URL here? So the URL is actually yes or no. That means if they have a domain or a not domain name. Obvious, if you send them a mobile screenshot, you want to filter on, yes, I want to prospect business who do have a website. Everybody got this? So then it filters this out. So the second thing what you filters out is usability. So you want to do that is lower than 85. Everybody see that? Do you guys see me? Do you guys still hear me? Okay. So you want to do URL yes and usability lower than 85. And that is actually almost everything what you need to do. So now you go to the emails to connect the right email template, and we said number 6 was ready, and we move them from the templates to the active part, and you click on OK. Everybody got this? So with the email button below the campaign, you can select which email template you want to use, and we already prepared number 6. And then the next, you want to start the campaign, and it's everything what you need to do. So if you click on those image, on those mobile images, you click on that view. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see this image? Can you see this image? So within the software, within Lead Finder Jack, you can view the image. Okay? And by clicking on the image, it also moves away. So how can this so easy? It is so easy because you downloaded an email template, and that email template has already the tokens. You see that mobile screenshot? It has already everything. The only thing what you want to do is update your phone number and your name. Okay? So steps are local biz, you download or you collect the business information. Step number 2, you go to search and you execute a search and dig deep where the search mobile is checked. You set up an email template. You can download them from the library. You can edit the template with your own information, with your own name and own phone number. You want to set up Amazon mail server. You go to campaigns and there's a button email. You select the email template you want to use, and then you say I want to prospect business who have a website and where is the usability lower than 85. And now you can start the campaign. Oh, 1 second. Select all emails, and then you start the campaign. So at the things what I just described, so don't ask other things, how the weather is or whatever, just what the things what I just, who has questioned about this prospecting method? Okay, so in the email template, I got a question, how can they unsubscribe? In the email template, there's an unsubscribe token. When they click on the unsubscribe token, our server gets a signal, and a signal gets sent to your local computer. And automatically, if somebody unsubscribe, like here in red, they will not get any other email anymore. It's all automatic. You don't have to do anything. Okay? So that this token in the email template takes care of the unsubscribers. So when you download an email template from the library, it has the unsubscribe link in it, a token in it. The receiver is able to click on the unsubscribe link, and Lead Finder Jack functionality will take care of that. What if they want to resubscribe? That is not made yet. That will not happen often, Mark. So don't ask questions which can happen 1% of the. Go for the 80%. I can explain it much complicated, and probably not very few of you guys take action. But if you do it this way, it is easy. You get going, and you see results. How did you select all emails? On the right hand side, you see a button, select all emails. Okay, so there are many more features. You can download a CSV, you can upload it to the team, you can send a second screenshot. I think, to be honest, I want you to get going. And how more features I'm going to explain, how more some of you guys are confused. I explained the second image feature last Sunday. So if you want to see that how it works, you go to the recording of last Sunday. Tonight, I want you to get going. And if you do this little steps, they are easy, you get going. Okay? So I didn't do a step plan today, so that was not smart for me. So step one. So let's do it together. Step one. Set up the digital marketing team. Okay. Step number two. Create email related to that domain. Step number three. Forward that email to your. Are you guys seeing my text file? Oh my god, that's my problem all the time. So let's save this before I lose this. Subplan. Okay. Step number 1, set up digital marketing team. Step number 2, create email related to that domain. Step number 3, forward the domain to your email, which you can easily read. Step number 4, set up Amazon mail account. Okay, so there is that PDF is all the time, is everywhere. Is in the membership site, is Lead Finder Jack, it is in the Facebook. Okay, step number 5. Set up, or enter Amazon mail account within Lead Finder Jack. Okay, so this is a really big milestone. Okay, so once you have that working, now starts the pleasure. Step number 6, collect business information. Via local biz, if you are not in the United States. Home Advisor is good. USA, so there's a lot of good stuff available. Step number 7, download. Actually, start dig deep. And what you want to do is, or make sure mobile is checked. Okay. Step number 8, download and update the email template you want to use. You want to use from the library. Okay, what did we do next? We go to the campaign scheme. Step number 9, link email template to campaign. Okay, step number 10. What we can do, actually, we can send a test email. Send test email. I will do that. In a second. Send test email. I like to do that from campaign screen. Then step number 11, filter. I like those filter. URL, yes. Then M usability. Usability is smaller than 85. Okay. And then I would say select all emails. And what is step number 12? Is start campaign. You got it. Let me save this. So, unselect everything. Doesn't matter. So when you do test campaign, it will send an email used for the company, which the first email is selected. But let me do send a test email and start email campaign. So it will Oh, switch screens. I didn't do that. Thanks. And then you see test email has been sent successfully. And a test email gets sent to the email address what is on the settings screen, user data, email. Everybody get that? So if you go to, that is my Gmail account, I think. So now it's 8:34, so this live. You see now that image, the screenshot is inside the template email and it's nice format. Everybody see that? This didn't take any sweat from me. Okay? This is just click, click, click. With its step plan, you should be able to do it. And once you have done it once, the second time is very easy. That is why I can demo it. I didn't prepare this webinar so much, you know. Once you have done one time, you can do it over and over again. Okay? So, if, for example, this, let me uncheck everything. Uncheck everything. Show all, show, oh, deselect all emails. Sometimes an email doesn't exist. I don't know. Let's hope this one does not exist. Test email. Sends. See if that email exists or not. Okay, this email exists. I just wanted to have an email but don't exist. See if this email doesn't exist. Looks like this one exists. See if I get an error message. I'm looking for an error message. Okay, you see now an error message. You see Apollo at South Beatrice is invalid. Everybody see this error message? So now, before it sent an email, it has checked if that email exists. It did not use the Amazon account. And that is part of the trick, because you don't want to burn quickly that Amazon account. We used another service for that. Okay? So now you have seen that you get an error message, and how to solve that, you have to go to emails and dashboard, and you see invalid email address. You see this? That is how the message is. So now you go to campaign, and now you select the other one. Test email, and maybe that exists. So now this email has been sent. So the trick with Lead Finder Jack is that it checks if an email address exists. If it doesn't exist, then we're not going to use our main mail server, because if we did, then the bounce rate will be high. And in order to keep that account healthy, you do not want to have a high bounce rate. Everybody get that? It's so tricky. Emailing is not easy. There's so much around it. And one part of it is that you do not want to have you don't want to have a high bounce rate. So we test. Now, do we have to test each email address manually? No. Lead Finder Jack does all the work on the back end for you. There's no work involved for you. But I just wanted to show what the process is, what happens in the back. And what happened in the back is we first going to check if that email address exists or not. And if it does not exist, we're not going to send that email via Amazon server. So it will catch before it sends. It will catch before it uses the Amazon server. So those are all email addresses which are on the website. And sometimes businesses, they do by purpose not a correct email address, or that email address doesn't work anymore. So that means you're going to send an email to an email address that doesn't exist, and your main provider, your email provider, is going to think you send spam, because to your friends you wouldn't send email what doesn't exist. Are you getting the importance of it? And if your mail server thinks you're going to send spam, they are not going to like you anymore. This process all happened on the back. So I'm confused. I know. Sorry for that. Okay. So this email address is found very likely on the website. That email address might be outdated or might just be fake, so that email scrapers, cannot contact them. If you would send an email to that email address, your mail server thinks, wow, this is not good. They don't like bounce rate. So we're going to use another service to check if that email address exists. But how do we protect ourselves? This is all taken care by Lead Finder Jack. You have to do nothing for it. It's all automatic. Okay? So what you do with emails, it still shows invalid email address, but it didn't go via Amazon mail server. Okay? So that's we want to make it as easy as possible. Okay. Here comes the step plan. And if you leave this webinar, this training, with this step plan and nothing else, set up a digital marketing team. Okay? Create email related to that domain. Forward that email to the email you can read. Set up Amazon mail server account. Enter Amazon mail server account in Lead Finder Jack. Collect business information via local biz. Start dig deep and make sure mobile is checked. Download and update the email template from the library. Link that email template to the campaign. Send test email. Set the filters. URL yes, usability lower than 85. Then you click on select all emails and start the campaign. Okay, who has questions about those 12 steps? Okay, I got actually a very important question, and let's go over it. Why is a digital team so important for Amazon? Okay, so Amazon needs to get convinced that you are a real honest marketer. Okay, somebody who stands out and not only spams other businesses. So the digital marketing team, Amazon likes really much, like I do and probably you do, the digital marketing team. I didn't invent that, okay? I'm speaking about experience. Let's see, where's the digital marketing team? So I use the digital marketing team to tell Amazon I get business leads based on this website. Everybody get it? And I tell them because of the new Google update, I want to communicate with my prospects. I still check marketing. Everybody get that step? Okay. In the PDF, I describe that I set up the digital marketing team. I create an email related to the business related to that digital marketing team, and I tell Amazon that I'm a marketer and my subscribers want to receive emails. Okay? I know if you do this step, there are other ways to get approval. Okay? I know if you follow those steps, you have a highly likely chance to get approved by Amazon. Okay? Many of you guys ask for to get approval for 1,000 and they get 50,000. Doesn't mean that you can send 50,000 emails, but that is how Amazon was convinced you about your case to get allowance to send emails. So, before we move forward to learn something new, I want to have an agreement from all of you that you understand those 12 steps. Okay? If you if you um, if you know nothing more than those 12 steps, you are in good shapes. All other stuff what you can do is the last 20%. Okay, it's not that important, but those 12 steps is important. It's easy. Okay, I will post those 12 steps. Don't worry. Okay. So that was my goal for this training for tonight. Okay. Now you can ask other questions, and one of them I will set up a digital team. Okay. I will demo that how you set up a digital team, how to export a file, and all the kind of things. But I'm just saying you don't need to know all those kind of things. So let me read some questions. I did that by purpose, not to read the questions. Okay, some people they submit questions because I want first that you learn the basics. How to change the call CTA to email CTA? So this is another point, and hope you see it and not only believe it because I tell it. Is I use. Everybody see this website? I use the digital team also for my main website. Okay, so if you encounter a problem with the team, I encounter too. So and so there's no cheating. So I just wanted to say I'm not only selling stuff, I'm using my own stuff. Okay, let me log in the backend. Somebody asked a question. Instead of call, how do you create that button? Email us, okay? And you go to the backend. This is the backend of the team. Team Jack homepage, I believe. And then you see this email us today. So the click to action button text is email us today, and it is the click to action button link. Okay, so I will put that in the chat box, and that will, if you click on that link, it will go to the email browser from that user and is able to send. Actually, I got quite a bit of emails from this link. I don't know if I will end up in a lot of spam because my email is easily scrapable, so it doesn't have a captcha. Okay, so that is answer that question, correct? How to get that code there? Oh, I wanted to show you one more thing. I did it the other day, but I like it. It's so powerful. Before I forget, I have embedded the mobile friendly test from Google on my website. Everybody see this? So they stay on your website. So if you enter a website, of the website visitor, and they stay on your website. Everybody see this? And then you have the whole sidebar to market to this. Okay, you can customize your sidebar. Everybody see this? So they don't need to go to Google. So you can actually have a call to action on your website to say do the mobile test. And it looks like if you do the mobile test and not Google, kind of, they stay on your website. And you want them to stay on your website. That you see this? They stay on the website. Is this not great? I love this. So it's actually very simple. So you create a new page, can have every name. I call it mobile friendly test. And then you implement this code. Okay, that's all what you need to do, and add that new page to the menu. So I paste it in the chat box. Everybody got this? So that's pretty easy, correct? So I can take a couple of more questions. If I skipped your question, I was not ready to read your question. So this I'm not advocating this button. Somebody asked for it, but you can also set up a form on the sidebar that has a captcha. Okay. So yeah, it works. So there's a top and a bottom. You have to use the correct fields for that. Let's see where is, I think is in the header. Go to Team Jack header. And now you have the phone button text and you have the phone button link. Can you show us how to get the local Team Jack mobile site in the same email? I kind of wanted to not discuss that today because I did it last Sunday and I wanted to keep it simple today. I want that everybody at the end of the call say, wow, I can do this. Then can the virtual assistant edit the content of customers' sites? Yeah, why not? Also, where is the email list again? The email list is, you probably refer to forum data. You guys see that? I get almost daily people who signing up. I don't do anything at the moment with it, but that is how much. And I don't have it even on the homepage yet. So Gazilla is how much for outsourcing? Actually, that's a very good question, and I will cover that project VA. We have probably in the next webinar or so. And we created packages and very affordable. Okay, does everybody know where the replays are? So the replays are for a week on the domain name jackhopman.com. Okay. They get all stored inside the membership site. If you go to coaching class, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each coaching class page has 10 training sessions. Okay. So they all get stored at this point. So if you missed a training, you can start looking at here, and otherwise you go to the membership site. And I got that question so many times, and finally I got it, is to show my main products also on a website which you can remember, jackhopman.com. You see the team, the enterprise, sales dynamite, the Busy Finder, the call tracking portal, the project virtual assistants to help you with doing stuff like can be changing out images, can be set up a website, can customize your team, you name it. Mobile wizard, video market agency, and the design solution if you want to have something designed. Okay. So I will go over Project VA and one of the next training. Sales Dynamite Jack includes the enterprise plus the basic finance, so it's a very complete package. So I want you to serve like an end-to-end solution internet marketing. So all what you need, I have provided, and I'm going to provide even more. Do we need a digital marketing website for Amazon? You don't need, but success rate is very high. So I know a couple of cases they didn't use the digital marketing team and it did not get approved. So it doesn't mean that you need. I only know it works. Okay, so we are in our Freaks Ask Question session. Um, and Dale said, I used the mobile team and I got 50,000 limit. Can you ask the approved more than one time? Yes, I think so. There were some discussion in the Facebook group about that. In the Amazon approval, do you just copy and paste? You cannot copy and paste everything because it's your domain and your email. So you want to judge it a little bit. Okay. So I hope I answered your question and you got out of this training session what you are looking for. Let me end with one thing, and it's the only thing in my mind what matters is those 12 step step plan. Okay, so keep it simple. Just do those 12 steps and you're good to go. Okay, there's nothing high end to it. All the difficult steps are done for you. It's very easy to do those 12 steps. And once you have done one time those 12 steps, the next niche is much easier. The email template is ready, the Amazon is ready, the digital team setup is ready. It's so much easier. Okay? So I can copy the 12 step in the chat. I don't know how good they will look. And I will post them also in I will post them also in the Facebook group. Okay? So let me save them before I lose. Thank you so much for the 12 step program. Thanks, Lloyd. And thanks everybody for joining the call. And I'm around the Facebook group too. And we will have another training coming Sunday. Just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Get approved for Amazon. Use a library, email template, and just start prospecting. Okay? So thanks everybody for joining the call, and I'm looking forward to see you coming Sunday.